So I'm happy to have you guys on board. Truthful Justice. I love the name. You guys are a beautiful couple. So I want to start with, how did you guys come up with the name Truthful Justice?
Well, I guess I'll answer that question. I was in a room just kind of thinking about our music and our journey, and just a still small voice just said to me, that our group name would be Truthful Justice. So when I brought Jason, he was like, "Are you sure?" And it was actually in 2007, and he looked at me and said, "Sure?" I said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." And I began to tell him what was on my heart, and basically the connection between our work, our body of work in music, and fighting for, what's right, and also fighting for our people, the people in our world as a community and together. And we can translate that through our music. So I think it grew on us over the years, and it's been really, really cool to see it blossom.
Okay. So Jason, it seems like the female energy has a way to tap into the universe and pull out the names.
Yes, I had to think about Sam when she said it. I was working as a police dispatcher at that time. I had just gotten out of the Army, and so I had just came off a 12-hour shift. And so when she said it just wasn't clicking.
Oh, okay.
Because I was tired or what, but eventually, like she said, after some prayer and afterwards, just kind of saying it over and over again, it just began to stick, and it began to speak to who we were as artists and the message that we wanted to convey, which was speaking truth and allowing God to then administer the justice, and not seek our own justice, but let it be by God's hand that the justice is served.
And I just want to, I'm just going to go on a limb because you guys walked into it. Tori brought the truth, and Jason brought the justice. How is that?
You can. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But this is cool, though. Just to get a picture. Now, was the group started before you guys got married, or was it after? How was that process?
Well, I mean, crazy enough, before Tori and I were married, we were teenagers, and we were at the same church, and we were actually the youth praise and worship leaders as musicians and whatnot, and played and sung together a lot prior to us getting married. But as I said, when I was in the service, when I was in Iraq, I met a couple of friends over there. We started a group called Committed, and it kind of veered into my life after I got out of the service. And when me and Tori got married, we kept the name Committed until I came home that day and found out that we were no longer committed. We were Truthful Justice. And so the group, you could say that it was formed to a degree. The groundwork had kind of been laid. I had written a lot of pieces and things like that prior to us getting married, but it really, like Tori said, it really blossomed once we got married and we began to discover who we were as a couple.
Okay. And what is the musical makeup of the group? I mean, I'm sure maybe when you guys go live, you guys add, maybe drums and other things. But what is the basic makeup of Truthful Justice in terms of the musicianship?
It's authentic. That's the best way to describe it. There's a lot of music that sounds the same today, and unfortunately, the industry is a well-oiled machine, as we all know. So it kind of forces people down paths that they normally wouldn't go down creatively. And it allowed ourselves to do with our first project that we did, totally independent, which was called Let There Be, is that we allowed ourselves to create, to keep our creative intellect and not have to fight for the sake of the machine. And because we were able to prove that we could do that and show that authentic creativity that we had, then when we got with Studio Cafe and Warner Music Group and those guys started talking, they didn't want us to change anything about the organic feel of what we were already doing. We had a really good producer by the name of John Lumpkin, who was he had a major in jazz music from FSU. So he really brought a earthiness and a realism to our music that we were already kind of cultivating. He helped us to kind of push it over the edge in some of these next projects that we have coming out.
Okay. All right. So the song the song that I had a chance to get a little experience from was Love Chimes. Is this something you guys have coming up?
Absolutely. I want to say that when we were first introduced to the music, Mo Henderson, who is one of the heads with Studio Cafe, presented the concept of the music to us, and it's what we're calling voice on vinyl. So when we receive the raw music in its state, we listen to it, and we began to write and do arrangements on it. So the cool thing about Love Time, when our team heard it initially, they were saying that, wow, it's really like we meshed it perfectly. It was like our one of our lost children as far as writing to the music, and it really felt as if we created the bones of the music ourselves. So I believe that Love Chimes is just a pure representation of our approach to the music that we put our hands in. It's a melting pot of soul, and you can hear hints of just good gospel in there, and just your Al Greens of the world, your Sam Cooks, like you hear all of that, and it's so foundational. Even in the music that's out today, you still kind of hear that framework, and I believe that's what Love Chimes has done for us. It's a really, really it's a really good song, we believe, and it felt good when we first wrote it.
Okay. So is this just going to be like a single that's going to be out, or is it being accompanied by an album? I mean, you guys have like a new release coming?
Yes, it's crazy because originally it was supposed to just be something. The album itself is called Love Unparalleled, and Love Chimes is a featured song. And originally, Love Chimes was supposed to just be a single that we were doing. And it turned into, hey, well, let's do 4 more songs and do an EP. And we were supposed to put it out, and then that kind of changed to, man, this is really, really good. Maybe we need to actually put a little bit more thought into the process of putting this out. So the team at Studio Cafe and Warner Music Group and ourselves got together and decided, okay, well, we want to go ahead and put it out as an EP, and the EP will actually be released in this spring, 2017. Although we'll be actually selling a lot of merchandise now, the actual album or the EP itself, at our shows, as we're on tour in Tallahassee and Charlotte and some other good places that we're going to be. We'll have physical copies there, but the digital sales are actually be available with the official release date in spring of 2017.
Okay, so you guys are presently touring at this time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When did your tour begin, and what places are you guys going to be, let's say probably in the near future?
Yeah, well, we have a couple of places. The tour actually started last month for us. We actually became a part of a tour called the Passion Tour. And we were in Tallahassee last month, and we'll actually be in Charlotte in April. We'll be in Jacksonville also on March 18th at Soulbox Cafe. And a lot of other great places, Washington, D.C., Columbus, Georgia. But anybody that wants to know our itinerary, line for line, time for time, because I don't want to mess it up, I'm just telling them to go to all things Truthful Justice Music. They can go to truthfuljusticemusic.com, Truthful Justice Music on Instagram, Truthful Justice Music on Facebook, and they can find out our complete itinerary. And if they want an even more personal approach, when they go to our official website, truthfuljusticemusic.com, all they have to do is subscribe, and they'll get all of the updates before they even hit social media.
Okay. What is the name of the tour again? I didn't get the name of the tour. I'm sorry.
Passion. Passion.
Oh, Passion. I'm sorry. The Passion Tour.
Yeah.
Who are some of the other artists that's on tour?
As of right now, we are the feature artists, the only artists. The actual tour itself is more of a ministry tour with Dr. Shawetta Williams and Pastor Judy Howard. They're doing a healing clinic, an inspirational clinic that they're doing at each one of these tours. And they really like what we were doing in terms of Love Unparalleled, and also our album that's going to be released also this year called Salvation and Justice for All. They really wanted us to come on and just kind of solidify what they were speaking about in these clinics. So we are the only act that you will see singing-wise at this tour as of right now.
Okay. Now I'm checking out your website. I am seeing the this is probably the album cover for Salvation and Justice for All.
Yes, sir.
I am loving the cover. I am definitely loving the cover. What was the concept behind that?
Well, I guess I got to take that too. We actually own a multimedia company as well. I do a lot of multimedia work, and so we had done a cover before, and Mike Taylor with Studio Cafe came to me with a concept about creating almost like this heart effect / union between Tori and I through this album. And so we kind of played with a couple of different ideas, and when we put the heads back to back, we realized, okay, this is our silhouette for our heart and our union, and showing that unification and what's needed, which also plays off the title Salvation and Justice for All, meaning that it's for anyone that will receive it. So it's a double meaning. It's a lot of undercurrents that's running there in terms of the unification of all people, all races, all colors, all creeds.
Very, very nice, man. Very nice. I saw it initially, and I thought about the Janus idea, where you're kind of looking at the old things and you're looking towards the new things, kind of concept. But this is really nice. Really, really, really nice. So I'm feeling the vibe right there. Definitely feeling the vibe. Now, the other thing I want to find out, now, you guys, who handles your production? You guys also get involved with the production as well, or did you work with a specific person to produce the record?
As far as production, going to Love Unparalleled, the actual EP that will be released first, we had a lot to do with the writing. We did the writing and did the arranging for that, and the vinyl on that is actually classic music from a trio that released the tune many years ago, which is why we kind of talked about how it was amazing when we found the music itself and were able to give it a home with the music.
Okay, so this particular song was like it was an instrumental, and then you guys created something to work with it.
Right, which is why we are coining it, if you will, the voices on vinyl, which is a quirky thing that Studio Cafe and ourselves were creating as far as the concept on our voices on the vinyl record.
Yes, and you hear a lot of samples these days. You know, people sampling music, people sampling your James Brown and all that. And what we wanted to do when the music was given to us was keep the integrity of what was already there. You know, these guys already had great bumps and structure to everything that they were doing, and it allowed for us to come in and say, man, I wonder how. It's like those songs that you hear, those instrumentals that you hear, you say, man, I wonder how it would have sounded if somebody wrote a tune over it. You know, just like it is. No sampling, no nothing. So we were able to come back and write over those tunes in their original form and create something beautiful.
And I didn't get to check out your debut album. Is the musical makeup pretty much similar, or was it more of an instrument vibe? From, you know, well, is there a difference between the first record and the direction where the EP is taking at this time?
Yeah, I believe it's evolution. I think we both agree that you can see the evolution in who we are and how we go about our approach to music now. And I think that's true for every artist, is that they go through growing periods. You know, they see what they can do better. They see the direction that they want to go over time. So although you can definitely tell that on the debut album Let There Be that it's Truthful Justice, you'll see the transition from that Truthful Justice to the evolved Truthful Justice over time. Listen to the other records.
Now, am I hearing a background vocalist in the somewhere?
You know,
Okay.
And you know what? And even to talk about our evolution, you know, we've grown as a family. We have 3 beautiful girls. They are 9 years old. One just turned 5 years old, and we have one who you're hearing now. Who just turned 4 months old.
Okay.
Yeah, and I believe, you know, our EP of Love Unparalleled, we are just sharing our journey with one another as far as our love for one another, you know, our ups, our downs. You know, we're real people. We're a family, and we're musicians, and we're doing it. And it's just a testament to anyone out there who may think that it's too late or, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't do it. No, you can do it if your heart is in it. So it's just a story as far as, you know, as far as Love Unparalleled, and I believe that's what makes this project so cool, and that's because it's just, you know, just a new outlook on expressing our love for one another and also introducing love to those who may have lost it or, you know, want to reveal what love is to them.
Okay, so I think we covered some good ground. Is there anything that you guys would like to discuss that I may not have asked? The upcoming record, or the tour, or maybe both?
I mean, we definitely want people, again, to go to everything that we have on social media. We're listed as Truthful Justice Music on Facebook, on Instagram. Take the time to show your support for what we're doing. And we always try to make sure that we're reaching back out to people, that they hear our voices. When we're posting things on Instagram, it's us. When we're posting things on Facebook and responding to people, it's us, and we want that connection with people. So as far as the tour, we want them to stay up on what we're doing. As far as our lives, we want them to be a part of it as well.
And also, you know, wherever they are, if they want us to come to their city, and it's not on our list, you know, we would definitely take take that highly into consideration as far as trying to meet our family, as we say, face to face.
Good people.
Yes,
good people.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time. It was a privilege meeting you guys and chatting with you, and maybe one day we'll meet physically somewhere. If you guys are going to be in the D.C., Delaware, Philly area, I definitely would like to come and check you guys out.
Yes, sir.
If there's some dates. We'll definitely stay in touch and look out for the new project that's coming. Salvation and Justice for All, Truthful Justice 2017, and Love Chimes. That's the name of the song, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Love Chimes. So thanks again, and we'll be in touch. Blessings on the journey.
Thank you so much. You as well. Thank you.
You as well.
All right, then.